Okay, what's up, chat? I'm making this video because the amount of negativity I have been receiving on my video about Lilly Tino, I want to address it. And you know what? I just want to keep it real. I'm Rich Lux. I keep it real, and I'm gonna have to say this. When I made that video, and I'm literally in the gym, I was working out, made the mistake of reading some comments that's now affecting my mental health. And I was like, let me talk about this. First of all, the reason why people don't want to speak about Lilly Tino is because they feel like once they speak about it, that they are transphobic. It's automatically going to put them in that subcategory. Oh, they're transphobic speaking about Lilly Tino. No. In my last video, I showed you with receipts and videos, and I'll link it down below so you guys can watch the entire video. I'm going to keep it up. Comments are open. I showed you receipts of the way Lilly Tino was walking, on how she dresses herself. And I'm still being respectful by calling Lilly Tino her, despite the transphobic comments I've been receiving. But I will say this, and I will say it again and again, and I want to make it perfectly clear. I feel that Lilly Tino is a man that is cosplaying or pretending or having a character that is a trans woman named Lilly Tino for clicks and views, for rage bait content. This is a new level that I've never seen it before. I saw a cartoon, I think it was South Park a couple years ago, where Eric Cartman was walking around claiming he was trans so he could get special treatment and things of that nature, without even embodying any of the things like transitioning, hair, makeup, clothing, anything like that. Makeup, earrings, lashes, and nails does not make you a woman. Those are just accessories. Lilly Tino doesn't even do that. She is not giving you the embodiment of femininity. If I was to one day decide to be a woman, I would make sure that when I left the house, I'm going to have a long 22-inch bust down, lashes, little nails, even if they're pressed on if I can't afford it, little nails, red lipstick, little rouge, makeup on, maybe a dress, things that will symbolize femininity, so that when people see me and they see how I'm presenting myself to the world, they would be like, obviously this person is presenting as a woman. Let me be respectful and say, ma'am, her, she. Let me say, what is your pronoun? Lilly Tino, I think, does things right on the border, guys, right on the border of like, is she trying to be trans? Is she trolling? And listen, this is coming from me because you guys know I'm a troll, honey. I am a troll. The Lilly Tino, this situation is a troll that I have not seen this before. To sit there and say, Lilly Tino has said she does not like her penis. For her to say that, but then in a video go and say, at a Disney restroom, I stood up and peed. Someone who doesn't like their wee-wee wouldn't grab it to pee. They'd much rather sit down and pee to avoid all that, things like that, as much as they can. So when Lilly Tino says, I don't like my wee-wee, oh, in the next video, she's standing up and letting us know that I stood up and I peed in the women's restroom. Bruh, come on. This clicks and views. And I think a lot of people who struggle with the Lilly Tino situation, I think that what happens is they don't understand that Lilly Tino is doing this for clicks and views. I've never met a creator on the internet who doesn't want their videos to be seen. I've never met a YouTuber, TikToker who puts out content and doesn't want anybody to see it. So when I see this, when I see Lilly Tino doing these things, my scope and my lens of things is thinking, oh, she's doing it for clicks and views. I try to see the good in things. The only positive thing that I see with Lilly Tino is the embodiment of at least is getting people to talk about it, it's getting people to say, well, you know, let's talk about the trans experience. I've seen a few trans women get online and say and call her out. I've seen Blair White do it. I've seen Eden the Doll do it, and I've seen many others do it. But there's also people who have a lot louder voice. Because I'm gonna keep it real, guys. The trans community and the gay community, it's big. But when it's up against somebody like maybe Joe Rogan or maybe like an Ethan Klein, or a big, broader audience, our voices aren't heard because this is such like a anomaly, right? Lilly Tino, and I'll mark my words, she's gonna push it a little bit too far. And then people like Joe Rogan, Ethan Klein, some of your favorite podcasters and creators are gonna start talking about it. Lilly Tino recently went into the women's restroom at Disneyland. She went into all the restrooms and rated them. Because in her mind, she was thinking, as a trans woman, let me rate each and every restroom to let other trans women know which one is the best. That to me, it's just bottom of the barrel content. Why would I want to know what restroom is the best to use at Disneyland if I'm trans? That, I'm just telling you, it doesn't make sense to me. It would make more sense to say, maybe as a pregnant woman, which is the best restroom at Disneyland for comfort and luxury. I can understand that. I get that point. But the other part is like, if you want to be trans and accepted, then you're almost doing things that exclude you from that. Because I don't see straight women saying, as a straight woman, which is the best restroom to go use the pee at Disney? Okay. In the video, when she takes photos of herself, you can see women in the background of the restroom. They have now, well, at least one have now said, I don't appreciate this. I want to sue for my mental health and defamation. I didn't know I was in the restroom. Whether the photo was taken innocently or not, there were other people in the background of that restroom. You know, maybe you should have blurred their faces, maybe take it down. But I mean, I've been to Disneyland many times. I didn't go to the best schools. I didn't have much money growing up. But as an adult, when I started making money, I went to Disneyland like every day at one point. Because I wanted to catch up on what I missed as a kid. And I rode the rides in the front and the back and the middle. And I did the same thing at nighttime. I did all the experiences there. So I know Disneyland. I was almost a Disney vlogger at one point. I could literally walk into they moved the trash can. It was over here last time. Now it's over here. Like I know Disneyland like the back of my hand. With that being said, I've never went into the restroom and wanted to take photos of myself in the restroom at Disneyland. When I go to Disneyland, you know where I want to take a picture of in front of the castle? Outside with Mickey Mouse. You know, maybe a little piglet. You know, Donald Duck, you know, something like that. But hey, let me go to Disneyland and take a picture of me in the restroom. What? When I go to Disneyland, I'm trying to get in the restroom, pee, and get out. Maybe put a little water on my face and my hair to, you know, get it nice and cold because it's so hot, and get out. I'm not thinking taking a picture in the restroom at Disneyland. Oh my God. That's just crazy to me. And so maybe in a way that this video is maybe defending myself, because I would it really bothers me to see that people are saying, oh, Rich Lux is transphobic. It's not the first time they've done that to me. I guess I'm an easy target, you know, whatever. But no, I'm letting you know right here, no, I'm not transphobic. Some of my dearest friends who have now passed away were trans, who have helped get breast implants, who I've supported in pageants in Texas, who have passed away. And this is why I feel so comfortable talking about this, because I've had so many really close trans friends.
Last year I made a video that a lot of people got upset by, where I talked about some things in Disneyland. A lot of y'all thought that video would get me banned from Disney, so let's see if that's true. I'm at the Disney World entrance about to try and get in, so let's see if that video really did get me banned. I paid for a hotel and the tickets, so it would be really unfortunate if that happened at this point. It's not a very long line to get in. Sweat on the brow. That's how I'm nervous. It's exciting. I love Disney World. Okay, so I just beep it here. Put the finger there. Oh, further in. I'm allowed in? I'm not banned from Disney.
No, you're not.
Wow. Huge news. Thank you. Y'all. I'm back. I'm back, baby. You can't keep me out of Disney. Marshmallow wands.
And so that's why I'm not scared. You want to counsel me over my opinions about Lilly Tino? Go ahead. I'll sleep good at night. But I know, as having trans friends, that no matter what, when they do their transitions of the hormone therapy, whether they get implants, whether they get their face shaped and almond-shaped eyes, no matter the surgeries they get, let's say that anyone was to look at them and say, it looks like a woman, they still feel, in the back of their mind, they still feel, are people gonna clock me? Are they gonna notice me that I was once born a man? That's always in the back of their heads. No matter how feminine they are. But at least they try. They get things like, laser facials, for the hair, to get the hair removal, facial feminization, which Lilly Tino says she has got, and I don't see it. And I was kind of shocked that people don't see what I'm really trying to say here. And that's okay. You don't have to agree with me. Please understand you don't have to agree with me. But this is not a topic of conversation of transphobicness. This is a topic of conversation of this is somebody who's obviously rage baiting content under the trans guise to get views. Lilly Tino, I believe, doesn't put in, and this is where I get canceled every time, enough effort. If you're gonna get upset, and now I'm gonna keep it real, right? Let's say I don't know. Let's say I didn't have any trans friends. Let's say I didn't know anything about that, right? And I'm starting to wanting to feel myself and dress up as a woman, and I'm going out with a crappy little wig from Amazon, and I have a little top that I got from Ross or Marshalls or TJ Maxx, and I step out into the world. I'm having lunch or something, and they call me sir, and I get offended because someone called me sir and they misgendered me, right? Is she doing it for free food? Because every time she gets upset about it, they give her free food. And she gets upset about it. She's filming it. My thing is this. If that kept happening to me, maybe about the second or third time, I would say, let me take a step back. Because why are these people calling me sir? Let me look in the mirror. Oh, okay. Let me serve a little bit more femininity and less androgyny. Let me do certain things with my appearance that when people see me, they will be like, that is a woman. We can start with the hair. Because even my hair right here, yeah, it's giving a little femininity, a little woman vibes, a little bob, whatever. But come on, give us long length. I have seen men, straight men, with long hair. We all have. We all know guys who have long hair down here, back here. They're straight guys. Maybe from the back they might look like a woman. Maybe if they start fixing themselves up, you're thinking, is that a guy or a girl? Because that's the long hair. The long hair is just like a given. When you see a man with a super, super, super long hair, you start to think, maybe they're trans, maybe they do drag, maybe there's some things like that, or maybe there's alternative look. They just love the long hair. At least that right there is enough to spark conversation of gender. And then maybe when you talk to them and they see their mannerisms, how they move, I can obviously tell they're presenting more masculine. I may call them a sir or Mr. Lilly Tino needs to, and I'm saying this, who am I? Who am I to judge? Or at the end of the day, who am I to judge? Lilly Tino needs to wear longer hair. If she doesn't want to be misgendered, give me a 22-inch bust down. $28 on Amazon. It really is that much. Though $30 on Amazon get you a nice wig. And if you really want to be that girl, get you 3 of them and you pin them together so it gives you more length and volume. Well, not so much length, but just like more hair. You stack them. You stack the wigs. You know, you stack the lashes, so there's doubles. You get you some 301s. They're the names. 301 lashes. Stack them. Get you some, stack the wigs. Put on more makeup so you can cover up the little beard, the little stubble and stuff like this. And I just think she's not putting up enough effort. She's not fishy enough. There's all these terms that you can use, and even then people get offended by those terms. If you don't want to be clockable, step your up. If not, you're doing it for views and clicks. And that's how I feel. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to misgender. I'm not trying to be transphobic. I'm just keeping it real. And that's all I got to say about that. This is Rich Loves. Please like this video. Please. Love you guys. Bye.